G'day and welcome back to Woody J Plays. I'm Woody J and today I'm going to be unboxing a DSD1 Dwarf Spider Droid for the Star Wars Legion miniatures. Still got the plastic on it, which is giving it a bit of glare, so we'll just remove that. There we go, that's better. Still a little bit of glare, but a lot better. This is a support option for the Separatist army and a really cool model of a unit that I really like in the Clone Wars. I think the Spider Droids are pretty damn cool. Anyway, we'll open it up, see what's inside. So we've got the sprue model components with a few different options. So there's 3 different weapon variants that we'll see when we, in a bit more detail when we have a look at the cards, and 2 different posing options that come in the box. One, in my opinion, seems a lot better and works better than the other one. One option is sort of a walking type option. And the other's like standing and firing. The standing firing one has a bit of difficulty, I find, keeping the legs on the base fully. Comes with the base. So here we've got instructions for assembly. Oh, they're not coming up really good. The camera. It's as you can see, with these new instructions, it shows it's got different colors. So it's got your first step and second step. So these tan colors, you do that first, then followed by the blue. You've also got where it's a star. So these are your 2 different options for the legs for the posing. Then we've got this pack. This comes with the cards and the tokens. Looking in a bit greater detail. So starting with the tokens, these are the tokens you get in this pack. Pretty standard. You got some damage tokens, you got your different damage vehicle options, standby, dodges, aims, ion tokens, because there is an ion weapon that you can give to the Spider Droid, and damage tokens. So yeah, that's essentially what you get on that sprue. With your tokens. Now for the cards. So start with the DSD1 Spider Droid card itself. I would say this is quite a good model in terms of playability. Relatively cheap. The base, I mean, you have to take weapon upgrades pretty much, and you have to take your programming upgrade as well. But yeah, 55 points. They end up about 70 points, which is pretty damn good for what they are. You got armor 3, so that's pretty close to having just full-on armor, unless you're getting fire supported or a weapon with a whole heap of dice. It's got self-destruct 4. Essentially, the rules for that you'll find in the booklet here. So there you go for the self-destruct rules. Self-destruct weapons. So a weapon with a red self-destruct icon is self-destruct weapon. Self-destruct weapons can be used only during self-destruct attacks. So since it's got self-destruct 4, it allows a unit to use its self-destruct weapon. In this case, the DSD1 Dwarf Spider Droid can perform a self-destruct action as a free action during its activation if it has at least 4 wound tokens. And then by using its self-destruct 4 keyword. So a self-destruct attack is a free action with the following effect. Perform an attack using unit's self-destruct weapon against each enemy unit, each unit There's both friendly and enemy at range 1 and in line of sight of the unit performing the self-destruct attack. After performing all attacks, the unit performing the self-destruct attack is defeated and removed from play. Self-destruct attacks are ranged. So it hits absolutely everything. You want to get them up nice and close. It's got self-destruct 4, so if it takes, if it has 4 wounds on it, at least, you'll have 2 wounds left or 1. You can do essentially this down here, this DSD1 self-destruct mechanism attack. So it's 3 red, blast, and impact 1. So it ignores cover, can get you a crit against armor. And it's got a wicked kick. I don't know what makes it wicked. Yeah, it can kick you wickedly, I guess. So yeah, it's a climbing vehicle. So you're treated as a trooper for the purposes of vertical movement, so it can climb up things. It's an expert climber, so while it's clambering, you don't roll defense dice or suffer wounds, so it can climb up easily. And it's programmed, so you must equip the programming upgrade card. It's got surges on both attack and defense. So this thing's a bloody beast. I absolutely love it, and it will be featuring in a lot of my games. Now, in terms of the upgrade cards, it comes with 2 Act Comms units. So during the issue order step of the command phase, after an enemy unit at range 1 is issued an order, you may issue an order to yourself. So I could only see myself running this with the flamethrower upgrade, just because of its close range, or if you're trying to sprint them up to self-destruct. Again, that's quite situational, so I wouldn't be looking to take this every time. I'd really only be looking at it with the flamethrower, personally. So now the flamethrower, so it has blast, so it ignores cover. It's a red and a white dice, range 1. It's got blast, so it ignores cover. Fixed front, so you can only hit enemies in the front arc of your vehicle. It's got spray, so you get that red and the white dice in the attack pool for each unit of which line of sight is not blocked in the defending unit. So each miniature in the defending unit, you add a red and a white. So if it's a unit of 5 clones, say, you would get 5 red and 5 white. So now there's the nose-mounted laser cannon. So it's range 1 to 3, a red, 3 black and a white. Has critical 1, so when you're rolling a surge, you can change up to 1 surge to a crit. So they natively have surges to hits. So this allows one of those to actually go to a crit instead. And it's fixed front also, and it's 15 points. Then we got the nose-mounted ion blaster. So this one is range 2 to 4, 3 black, 3 white. So it's the most the most dice of the lot. It exhausts after you use it, hence this arrow symbol on the side here. But it does have cycle. So at the end of your activation, if you didn't fire with this gun, it would ready back up. Fixed to the front, and it's ion 1. So if you get a wound on a vehicle or droid trooper with this weapon, that unit gains an ion token, and it's impact 2. So that helps you against armored enemies. So now we're on to the different protocol cards. There's 3 that comes in this pack. I think these are the only 3 that you can get at the moment out of anything. The first one is attack protocols. And this is probably the one I'd be taking on these guys most of the time. The art is even of one of these spider droids. This gives you AI aim. So with AI, unless you have a face-up order token, your first action must be an aim if able. So pretty much always going to be able to take an aim as your first action. That'll never whiff. But you get precise 2. So when you spend an aim token, you can reroll up to 2 additional dice. So you're rerolling 4. So taking attack protocols and your nose-mounted ion blaster, which gives you the most dice, gives you a really good chance of getting hits through. And it means you don't have to worry about giving them orders, because they'll have an aim and they'll be able to spend that aim for shooting with re-rolling 2. So yeah, I can see that as a really good combo. Defense protocols. For the image on this one, you've got the good old, I call it the snail tank for the separatists. So defense protocols, you get AI dodge. So again, unless you have a face-up order token, your first action must be a dodge if able. It also gives you nimble. So after defending, if you spend 1 or more dodge tokens, you gain a dodge token back, so you can keep recycling your dodges, well, a single dodge. And you gain outmaneuver, which allows you to spend dodge tokens to cancel crit results, which is really good on these units with armor, because crits are the only things that can get through. So if you can dodge, so normally dodge tokens are pretty useless. You can't dodge crits typically, and crits are the only things that can get through the armor. So yeah, defense protocols, giving you outmaneuver is really good. That one's only 3 points as well, so both those two are 3 points. Then engagement protocols. This has, I'm not sure what this vehicle is called, but it's the separatist ship that they use on, I think its first appearance in the Clone Wars TV series is on Saw Gerrera's planet with Kalani. Yeah, they're essentially droid attack ships. Anyway, engagement protocols gives you AI attack and move. So unless you have a face-up order token, your first action must be an attack or a move if able. So this gives you more options. The other ones you're sort of locked into dodging, defense, or aiming, attack. With this one, yeah, more flexibility in what you can do. So that's pretty much everything in the box. I was going to go now into building spider droids. So I've got a couple here that I've completed already in the different poses. So I haven't glued them to the base yet, but this guy's got the walking pose. I've also, I find these are really easy and really good to magnetize. So it lets you be able to rotate the gun, and then also switch it out quite easily. Magnet there, and the head. So here goes the flamethrower. So say I want to switch that out with one of the other weapons. So the nose-mounted ion blaster, for example, that's this bad boy. So I just plot the head on that, flips into place, and then flip it back on to here. Voila, new weapon. And I know Legion isn't what you see is what you get, but it's pretty cool having the weapon from your, the weapon that you've got the card for actually represented on the model. I think that's cool, and I love having it able to rotate, and it's really cool flipping it on and switching them out. I really like it, and it's really simple to do. Here's the other pose. I don't know if you can really tell, but the back legs are more outstretched. And like I said, it sort of has a bit of difficulty fitting everything on the base. You've kind of got to have your feet dangling over a little bit, front and back, to get it to fit. I don't know, I definitely prefer the first option. Right, so now I'll go on to assembly of the model. I'll clear all this out and we'll go from there. Okay, so first thing you're going to do, instructions up, is find your A03, A10, A1 and A2. It's pretty straightforward, so you're just connecting these two pieces together, slotting that over the top, then that over the whole thing, and gluing that all together. Okay, now you should have a piece that looks like this. Get that completely built. So now we've got these two options for the legs. So the top option, that's the what I'd call the walking option. That's essentially what this first guy was modeled as. That's the one that I personally prefer. It is good to have variety in your models though, so I am going to keep this other one with the aiming stance, but I think I'm going to do this third guy in this top option. Yeah, top option's that one that fits nicely on the base, is a bit of a walking pose. This bottom option, this is your propped up for firing, standing still, doesn't fit on the base all that great option. We're going to be going with this one. So to do that, it's A09, A10, A09 and A10 is two of each of those. So we'll get those out now. Okay, so now that we've got the legs all out, just a matter of inserting them into that section we completed first. So you can glue these in, you probably should. I haven't. I'll be doing that later. I like to have them loose just for painting. Then once I'm done painting it all, I'll attach them essentially to the base and glue them within their slots as well. Cool. So I'm just going to insert them for now, dry fitting, and we'll glue them at a later stage. Okay, so base is done. Now it's a case of going through your weapon options. So since we're going to be magnetizing this, all three options will need to be cut out and available. So I'll be painting all three for this model, and yeah, I can just switch them out as I need to with the magnets. So we'll do that now. So the flamethrower has this extra construction step. We've got to glue A07 onto A06. I'll do that now. Alright, sweet. So that is the weapon options done. So now it's a case of cutting out the head and then attaching the eyes and antenna to said head. Now I found with gluing the eyes on that there's only one way they sort of go on, so you don't need to worry about which one's meant to be the right side and which one's meant to be the left. They should only fit flush to the head on one side. Go. And the antenna. Cool. now we have all the pieces ready. It's time to do the magnetization. All right, so magnetization. So the things you want to magnetize are essentially in this hole here in the body, and then within the headpiece, and then these middle sections just get held in place in between. So they don't need magnetization. It's literally just the head and the body. What I've got here is a bunch of magnets. They're 1 millimeter by 2, I believe. They're 2 millimeters high, 1 millimeter diameter. What I do is I grab 3 out, get my super glue. What you can do, so start with the head, glue in the middle, place your 3 magnets in the center of the head. Hold that in place for a few seconds, just for the glue to set. Go, glue is set. I add a 4th to the bottom, or as high as you want to go, really. And then put your super glue in the base here. Put the top on, press down so that it sets. Essentially want the bond of the glue to be stronger than the magnetic bond part. There we go. So now magnet stuck there, stuck on top. Right, so it was 4 magnets, not 3. But yeah, so now you just switch out any weapon you want, just sit it on, fix into place. Listen to that. And yeah, that'll allow you to switch out with any weapons. So I want the flamethrower now. Boom, got the flamethrower on. Anyway, so that was an unboxing and assembly for the DSD1 Dwarf Spider Droid for the Separatist Alliance in Star Wars Legion. So if you like this content, please leave a like and consider subscribing. That would help out a heap. Let me know if you want more videos like this in the future with unboxings. I'm hoping to do some battle reports at some stage too for this game. So stay tuned for those. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video and you want more unboxings, it'd be great to, if you could let me know. Alright, thanks heaps for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks, bye.